Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Quaint. Today's topic of discussion is nurse burnout's genetic imprint, the epigenetics of exhaustion. What happened actually? Recent research shows that chronic occupational stress like nurse burnout can leave epigenetic marks on genes related to cortisol regulation and inflammation. This means what? This means constant exposure to high-stress environments may literally reprogram certain biological pathways, creating a long-lasting physiological footprint of exhaustion. So here the main focus is nurse burnout. Main focus is this nurse burnout, and due to nurse burnout, what happens? Epigenetic changes occur, and which is actually detrimental to the body of nurses, means nurses' body. Actually, what happens is, nurses dedicate their lives to caring for others, often at the expense of their own health. This is a known fact. That's why we need to properly understand epigenetics of exhaustion. And only in that case, after understanding properly epigenetics of exhaustion, we will be able to take proper steps to protect their physical and mental well-being. There means here nurses, to protect their physical and mental well-being. Because this nurse burnout, so burnout, this term is there. This burnout is not simply fatigue. If you say burnout means simple fatigue, no. Burnout doesn't mean a simple fatigue, a kind of simple fatigue. It's actually means nurse burnout. That means this burnout is actually a molecular story written into the body. And in case of nurse burnout, this is written into the nurse's body. Yes, there are interventions. This is good news that interventions are available, like mindfulness. So many practices are there. Those things I'll discuss in a separate video. But in today's video, I have mentioned in the very beginning that result of the recent study. What happens in case of chronic occupational stress, and you know that nurses often, actually not often, I should say that in all the cases, at least in 99% cases, nurses always remain under high stress, mental as well as physical stress, and due to those things, epigenetic changes occur. So epigenetics, this does not talk about change in the DNA sequence. Epigenetics actually deals with changes, but not in the DNA sequence, but actually epigenetic changes can turn certain genes on or off. Epigenetic changes. Yes, reasons are of course there. Environmental factors, lifestyle, then mental stress. Due to all these things, there is a change in what? There is a change in whether the genes will remain turned on or turned off. Those things means these factors actually can affect the state of all those things, whether the genes will remain turned on or turned off. I am not talking about all the genes, certain genes. Means changes may occur due to these changes. Good news is that these changes are not permanent. But if you don't take care of all these changes, epigenetic changes, in that case, these changes may pass down to the next generation. Even not only your sons and daughters, means not only your children, but also your grandchildren may also get affected due to these epigenetic changes. Anyway, those things will be discussed in separate videos. In today's video, only nurse burnout and related epigenetic changes. This may actually, high risk is involved here due to certain epigenetic changes like cardiovascular disease, anxiety, hormone regulation. Then many things are there, due to mental stress, many things may happen. So everything is involved here. And to overcome all these things, certain practices are there, and if those nurses practice all those things, then they will be benefited, surely. But one more thing is required. This thing does not depend only on their own choices. Hospital authorities, they need to take proper care of their working staff. And in this video, we are talking about only nurses. Anyway, main focus is what? Main focus, mental stress is not so simple. It may create drastic changes in your health. Means it may bring about drastic changes in your health. So in that case, what you need to do, those things will be, of course, discussed in separate videos. But in today's video, you should know that recent research is saying that constant exposure to mental stress may lead to epigenetic changes, and those changes are not, those changes are actually detrimental to our health. Those changes are detrimental to our health. And that's why we need to take certain steps to overcome such problems, such challenges. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, and this is the end of this video. If you found this video interesting, so please like, share and subscribe to our channel. This is the end. Thanks for watching.